The video kicks off with a vibrant parade of all 50 states, marching in a neat alphabetical line. It's like a roll call at school, but with less eye-rolling and more fun.
Hair back in a red bow, I told him, baby, don't you know? He said, tell me something I don't know. Only in America.
Capitals, providing a quick reference that's smoother than butter on a warm pancake. Understanding these connections between states and their capitals is as crucial as knowing who ate the last cookie in the jar. It's a vital part of geography education that keeps our brains as sharp as a tack, or at least as sharp as that pencil you never use. Next up, we take a fabulous detour to explore various geographical regions and features of the United States. It's like adding sprinkles to an already delicious ice cream sundae. This context gives us a greater appreciation, making it look more colorful than a box of crayons. So, buckle up, because geography is not just about maps. It's an adventure waiting to happen. Picture this. The first day of our adventure kicks off with solo camping at what looks like an abandoned campground by a lake in the heart of northern Mississippi. Now, while it may seem like the set of a low-budget horror movie, it turned out to be a surprisingly delightful experience. Who knew roughing it could feel so cozy? As Becky sets up her tent, which, let's be honest, she visits is like a gift from Mother Nature herself, complete with unique sights and moments that truly warm the heart. Population. Traveling through Arkansas, Becky boldly navigates the wilds of Forest Service roads, encountering water crossings and rocky terrains. It's like being on a roller coaster, but one that's powered by a minivan. Sure, there are challenges, but every bump in the road gives her a rush of adventure that makes her feel like Indiana Jones. Friends explore a unique campsite perched on a mountain. It's a reminder of how camping brings people together, forming friendships as strong as a well-tied knot. Under the canopy of stars, they create lasting memories, swapping stories that are guaranteed to get bigger with each retelling, just like the fish that got away. Now, let's talk about the delightful experience of cooking and sharing chicken tacos. Yes, chicken tacos, folks. This culinary adventure emphasizes that outdoor dining really can be delicious, especially when you're too hungry to care about the great outdoors and just want something tasty. Food truly plays a starring role in enhancing the camping experience. It's like the cherry on top of a very, very rustic sundae. As if that wasn't enough, Becky encounters stunning arcs and a beautiful waterfall that make her stop and say, "Wow, I must be dreaming." Nature's wonders contribute to the adventure in ways that even a well-placed selfie can't capture. Seriously, no filter could do justice to that beauty, unless you count the one called pure awe. At the campsite, the perfect setting allows the group to unwind by the water, soaking in the tranquility that Mother Nature provides. The early setup means they can kick back and enjoy everything at the right pace, like sipping lemonade while watching the world go by, except with more bugs and fewer umbrellas. After a windy night that could have doubled as a scene from a rom-com, they dive into a day packed with adventure, exploring trails that highlight the spectacular beauty of the Ozarks. Let's face it, this region is calling out to all outdoor enthusiasts like a pizza at midnight. Who could resist? As if all this weren't thrilling enough, a visit to the expo in Springfield, Missouri, takes the cake. It offers unique experiences that'll make anyone interested in outdoor activities feel like a kid in a candy store. Just imagine all the gear, gadgets, and great ideas waiting to be discovered. You know what they say, a little gratitude can go a long way. Incorporating gratitude into our daily conversations can really spice up our overall well-being. I mean, who doesn't want to feel happier and more satisfied with life? Studies have shown that grateful folks often find themselves in a happier place, like Disney World, but without the long lines and overpriced churros. Now, let's talk about relationships. Expressing gratitude is like adding an extra layer of frosting on a cupcake. It makes everything better. When we show appreciation, it strengthens our bonds and builds trust. It's such an easy way to connect with each other, especially when your kid just cleaned their room without being asked. Miracles do happen, folks. Moving on to the idea of saying thank you more often. It's like creating a culture of appreciation right in your living room. Imagine a world where everyone is a little more grateful. No more sibling bickering over who gets the last cookie. A culture of thankfulness can lead us to a more collaborative and supportive home, where sharing snacks becomes an Olympic event. But wait, there's more. Expressing gratitude doesn't just strengthen our personal connections, it can also create a wonderfully supportive environment at home.
Kings and cowboys too. Only in America.
Major for simply taking their plate to the sink. Bravo! What an achievement! And let's not forget the workplace. The magic of thank you works wonders beyond family dinners. When you acknowledge your colleagues' efforts, you're boosting morale faster than a double shot of espresso. Cooperation skyrockets, and teamwork flourishes like a well-watered houseplant.
Don't you know? He said, tell me something I don't know. Only in America. I've been to Encinitas in California. And then I ate at Benihana with the congresswoman. Watching WandaVision under 21.
The Appalachian Mountains, a place where legends are as tall as the trees, and the tales of feral folks and mysterious creatures are enough to make your hair stand on end. Sometimes, it feels like these yarns get a little more sensationalized than your grandma's stories about the size of the fish that got away. But hey, these spooky tales sure add a little zest to the eerie reputation of this beautiful region. Now, why do people go missing in the Appalachians? Well, it's a wild ride of human stories and the environment playing hide and seek. Imagine the majestic beauty of these mountains, but don't forget to watch your step. It's like nature's own obstacle course, and it can be both captivating and dangerous. Makes you want to pack an extra snack or two, doesn't it? Did you know the Appalachian Mountains are some of the oldest on the planet? We're talking around 500 million years. That's older than your great-great-great-great-grandparents, and definitely before dinosaurs roamed the earth. It's like a wise old turtle that has seen it all. Their rich geological history gives these mountains a character that's more layered than a family lasagna. So, what made these jagged peaks? Well, it's the dramatic collision of tectonic plates. Kind of like that time your relatives gathered for holiday dinner and the mashed potatoes went flying. This geological jigsaw puzzle started about 290 million years ago, creating those stunning views you just can't help but snap selfies with. And if you think that's wild, wait until you hear about the weather here. Extreme winds and heavy rain are like the mountain's way of saying, welcome, but hold on to your hats. These elements continue to shape the landscape and ecology, reminding everyone that Mother Nature has a flair for the dramatic. Just try not to get swept away. Jumping back in time around 10,000 years, we see glaciers moving like they were on a mission. This led to species migration and isolation. Picture the mountain summits as exclusive clubs for unique ecosystems. It's a bit like a biological island party up there, with diverse species showing up to mingle and show off their best dance moves. As the settlers arrived, the Appalachian Mountains turned into a sort of cultural roller coaster. They acted as a barrier, leading to significant changes in culture and ecology. Unfortunately, this also meant that indigenous groups faced tremendous challenges as settlers arrived with more. It looks like we're dealing with a real-life version of the blaze that wouldn't quit. The fire spread faster than your grandma can finish her secret cookie recipe, thanks to dry conditions and some very rambunctious winds. Picture this: a spark of a small brush fire transforms into a roaring inferno. Why? It's like watching a toddler throw a tantrum at a birthday party. And the aftermath? Let's just say entire neighborhoods were turned into memory lane for charred houses, and millions of acres were scorched. It's almost like the fire decided to play hopscotch across urban and rural areas, leaving destruction that extended far beyond what